Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we're back once again for another Let's Play of Echoes of Wisdom. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we made it here to the Gerudo Sanctum, and we did get to see a green tunic person walking around within this way, and that of course is going to have to be with the clone version of Link. Now, just like how we went and headed into the Suthorn Ruins, we did go and challenge out with Link before, and that was how we were able to go and pick up with that said sword ability, which we could only go and use for a limited amount of time. But, however, we are going to have to go and face off with Link again, and we're going to be picking up with the bow and arrow, and mind you, we are going to have one of those type of said limits where we can only go and use it for however amount of times that we could go and do, since we are still stuck with the level 1, but hopefully at some point we can at least try to pick up with a level 2 or maybe a level 3 at some point down the road, but we'll see what happens. But for right now, we're here in the Gerudo Sanctum trying to find some different said other with the echofications as well. Now, there is one of these type of echofications which we are able to go and pick up with one of these said type of tiles. Now, I'm not really too entirely certain on what these tiles are going to be meant for, but hey, you never know. It's always good to at least go and echofy anything that's going to be around, because you never know what's going to happen within your adventure, so that you can always go and use those to your advantage at some point, and just to say that, hey, you know, I had this within my arsenal, and I could go and hopefully use it down the road so that I don't ever have to go back to the said type of dungeon again. But during our way here, it looks like we can go and use with try, of course, and pull down on some sort of pulley here, which we have to make sure that we time this out properly, but it gives you enough time anyways. So just try to at least use some sort of trampoline or maybe like a bed or something to at least kind of prop yourself all the way up here. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing. And now there is going to be another said type of movable object here for try. And this is where we are going to be moving around with the said type of, I guess, type of door that is like some sort of like trap door or something like that. And let's just head on into there. It kind of almost feels like in a way of like how Link to the Past was with those type of said doors, if you guys remember, or maybe even something out of like Link's Awakening or something like that, where you were able to kind of like move right into the door, and then the door would kind of just like move around within itself, like what do you have like your full type of body in there. But this time around, you're just going to be using just try with that type of said door. But there will be other multitude of times that we will be seeing those type of things again. So that's just at least somewhat of a brief tutorial, I guess, on how to use those said type of doors there. Now, since we do have a key, there is some of these type of specialized statues. Not really entirely sure yet on what these are going to be here for, but at least it's just something interesting just to make sure that you go and use them, because hey, you never know. We got echofications around within here. And here's another type of set enemy that are new. Unfortunately, this was actually one of these type of battles that was actually somewhat struggling for me. But if you do want to go and at least have yourself an easier amount of time with these type of set battles here, which you don't have to have a struggle with, is just use a boulder. And when they go and fly, they can easily get themselves confused. So, now here for this one in particular, we are going to have to go and use a said type of rock to smash down on some of these crates, because that's the only type of way that we can at least like somewhat go and do around within here for now. So there we go, and let's get ourselves with another type of specialized pepper. Don't know if we're going to be needing that, but at least we do have those in our inventory. So here's one of these type of armadillo type of enemies again, or carmadillo. I think that's what they're referred to as here in this game. This is a level 2 version of them. So we're just going to kind of let our little dark nut guy go and take care of all this. Unfortunately, we're literally out of like level 1 juice at this point in time, so we can't really go and do too much as it is. So there we go. We got ourselves with the carmadillo level 2. Let's go and keep on moving forward. Now, there is going to be a said type of chest that's just going to be right around within here. We are going to have to use one of our said mole buddies, just like how we did the last time when we first arrived here to the Gerudo Desert. And let's go and pick up with something special here, and that is good with the golden egg. Now, unfortunately, I did have to go and waste out on 2 of my golden eggs, which I was really upset about it, because when you go and head into that Clone Link battle, things can pick up very much quickly, and that is where you're going to be kind of running into a little bit of a problem, because when we go and actually see what the boss battle is all about, I'll let you guys in on more details on that a little bit later, but we still have to go across all through a few other different things. So as you guys go and see, there was like a said type of tablet there, and it says that we have to look for 2 distinct tribute things. So those are going to be like those type of said weird pedestal type of like letter things that we're going to have to go and read. And I know that we're going to find one of them so far within here. And we got ourselves with one of the set type of pose that we just went and found right there. And let's just go and get ourselves with the dungeon map as well, just so that we can at least go and see what the areas are going to be all about later. Alright, so let's go and head on out, and I believe we should be seeing that green tunic person walking around again with Link out here. Yep, and there he goes. He's just off and about that way. Now, I know that during our time beforehand, we did go and see that there was a Faucet clone around, and I'm not really too entirely certain on where Faucet clone could be, and I think we could possibly go and probably find that maybe she's lurking around within here at the Gerudo Sanctum as well, too. And maybe she could possibly be the boss of what this whole area is going to be all about as well. Alright, so let's just go and head around over here. We are going to have to go and do some moving around within this type of way here. And get ourselves with a full, nice, good ladder. And we can head all the way up and find ourselves with another treasure. But yeah, so I just went and learned something new, that if you ever did go and ever see a treasure that is kind of like stuck in the sand, you can actually use try and actually move the said treasure chest, and you could get some rewards from that if you do need to. Now, if you guys remember from the Still Desert Ruins, there was a set type of quicksand area around over here that we kind of had to do some jumping around to rescue some of Try's friends. Well, we are going to have to do the said type of movement again. So we are going to place like a set type of crate, and then kind of just go and place like a tree, and then hopefully try to place a trampoline on that before everything starts to go and sink on down from here. So yeah, I don't think a bed is actually going to somewhat work on that. So we are going to have to kind of do it in our own original way. So do this as quickly as you can before that crate goes to sinks back down. And there we go. And we should be able to now go and continue onwards with our adventure. So there's going to be another set of waypoint here. And I think just right around within this particular area, we should be able to go and see that there should be a said treasure chest somewhere around within this area. And we could go and get ourselves some sort of specialized mask or something. I don't know if this is going to be meant for doing a type of mixing of items or something around over here, but yeah, we got this type of monster stone, I guess. Well, kind of looks like a mask in a way. But there we go. Let's keep on moving from there. And now this part could be a little bit annoying. Not this part though, because like this part's actually somewhat relatively easy. It's just that when we go and head through the next door that's around over here, this could be somewhat of an issue, because you are going to have to face off with not one but two type of Gyarados, plus also a Redead that's in there, and the whole area is just going to be just like littered full of just annoying things that's just going to cause you a lot of grief. So yeah, so we're going to have like a lot of these annoying objects and barriers and whatnot that are going to be around. I don't know if like some of these type of statues that you could go and move around with here with try, maybe you could maybe cast some damage onto them or something. But yeah, unfortunately, I got myself completely nailed right there. Yeah, unfortunately, those Gyarados do like 2 amount of set of damage with each other, which that is not fun at all. And that's also another area that I also did have a little bit of some struggles as well too, but yeah, so unfortunately we're going to have to go and use the pulley system once again, and just make sure that we just go and bring up with that other type of plant again as well, so that we can go and drop the tree or whatever the plant that's over here. And then let's go and head right through this door, because this is going to lead us to that next other set key. Yeah, so unfortunately we are going to have to eat up a little bit of my mangoes, which I have to say that those mangoes are pretty nice. It gives you a full heart, and they're not like the other set type of other fruit that we would have found from before. So just keep on knocking these guys around, and I think we are set and done for the time being on that. And now we're just going to have to bring out one of our Dark Nut friends out here, and he's going to have to go and take care of this battle by itself. But after a little bit of some time there, we got ourselves with the Redead Echo as well. Pretty sure that I don't believe we actually got that one yet. I think normally sometimes like the game will actually tell you that if you have it or not, it will kind of at least somewhat like show you how you could echoify it. So I know that we never got ourselves with a Redead yet, so that was already a bit echoified here. Alright, so another warp point has now been activated, and I believe right around, as you guys go see, there's that type of carpet area that's like all purplish right there, and that normally means that we're going to be running into somewhat of a clone battle with Link, so here we go. Now, this is where he is going to go and use the set of bow and arrow, and just be careful, because he will go and try to strike you all the way around within here. But if you do have any type of level 1 power-up with your sword, you should be able to at least get this first type of battle out of the way with. Yeah, so I'm going to try and see if I can do any type of distractions or whatnot, and see if I can at least get them around. So there we go. So the distraction actually did go and pay off. So thank you to the Mothula that was there. But now things are going to get really annoying, and this is where you are going to have to definitely go out your way and use the said type of tornado ghost around here, because if you are in a situation where you are running low, I think within this area will actually drop a lot of type of sand pit areas they could go and use your tornado buddy for. So just keep on spinning them around, and just like that, that's at least somewhat finished this area pretty much off here fast. So off goes the other said Link once again, and this time around we do actually have a said bow with us, which I believe when we go and use it, instead of us going using the Y button, we can actually go and use the X button for the said type of bow and arrow. So we got some extra other hearts if we ever do need. There we go, we at least got ourselves a little bit back up for some stuff. Alright, so now it's finally time to go and use the bow. And we are going to have to find where the set type of key is going to be around within here now. So there is going to be some enemies around over here. These guys will actually respawn or regenerate with any of the type of like the type of ability that you do need for your bow and arrow or whatnot, because this is somewhat of an area that is basically important here. Because you do need to go and at least break down some of the different walls here. Yeah, so don't want to spend out too much time, because we want to make sure that we at least go and destroy this type of purplish goop wall. There's also going to be another one as well too, which you could go and also destroy, which you can somewhat have as like a detour back to where we are, because I think we are going to have to come back to this later. Because if you guys remember, there was that set type of area that did have like the set type of distinct 2 tributes. Well, we are going to have to come back to that, so it's a good idea that you may possibly want to go and destroy this out as well beforehand. There we go. So that's all taken care of, and let's go and finally head up through the ladder. And yeah, and that also has regeneration as well too. So if you do want to go and just keep on regenerating up on all your ability there, you can go and do that if you want. Now this part can get a little bit tricky, but you just need a boulder to at least somewhat block yourself through the fire. This part you do have to do at least pretty quickly here as well. So you do have to go and at least put one boulder down over there so it blocks one side, and then you go and just try to take away the equification, then just put it on the other side too. So there you go, and just like that, that takes care of that. And there we go, and now we got all equified up for the said statue. So that's all done. And I think we got ourselves with the key, so now we just need to go and actually return back to this type of room, this right around over here, and this is where we are going to have to use try and push open up with this type of door, and that should lead us right to the one of these type of tablet things. I finally got the word out of my mouth finally. I don't know why, like, I was having such a hard time trying to say tablet, but yeah, it's one of those type of tablet areas here. So, technically, you could actually go and use the said type of, well, the fire thing that is around over here by using try, but we're going to use the exid soul first, and then we're going to use the try right on after. Because we're going to go and break down the said type of crate so that the air doesn't have to go and try to blow away from it. And just push it over to the side like that, and there we go. I believe the tablet is here. So with that being said in mind, guys, I'm going to end it off here. See you guys in the next one, and of course, peace.